Hey everybody, welcome to Mighty Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is Bogles. Green-white hexproof, Bogles, whatever you want to call it, it does the same thing. It plays this slippery Boggle right here on turn one, and then it just goes to town after that. It's a pretty good feeling when you keep a one lander and you can play 6 of the 7 cards in your hand, right? So we gotta just sort of go off here as much as you can go off with 1 mana, anyways. And if we ever hit a second land, of course, the Daybreak Coronet becomes great like that. Also, in the meantime, we get to just really go to work here with this. I think I'm not going to play the Rancor. I want to play the Umbra in case. I don't think there's anything weird that could happen. Um, he could have a discard spell for us or something next turn. But I think I'm just going to play the Umbra. If he discards, we do probably want access to this more than Rancor. Nah, probably not. Trample might be more relevant than Totem Armor here, especially since we should be able to make our guy pretty big now that we actually have the second white source. All right, so here's the big addition to the deck for Mom and Cat, Cartouche of Solidarity. It's very good. It makes the deck way more resilient to Blessed Alliance, which is really the most dangerous sideboard card against it. And it gives you a chump block, which matters in a lot of matches. It really just does a lot of good stuff. It's not the most amazing enchantment, but it's another first strike enchantment, which is important. And it just gives you more options. So look at us living the dream here. We get a path as Leonin Arbiter. That doesn't actually work, huh? Not the way I want it to. There's no reason not to mess around. I'll just play the Daybreak Coronet. He doesn't. I don't think he has any answers to this. There's no reason not to just go for it. Also, in case if he has Ghost Quarter here and gets rid of our lands, that would actually be his path to possibly winning the game, is to keep us from casting it. But with the Daybreak Coronet out, we just play Rancor next turn and probably win, possibly 2 Rancors. Slash can also path his blocker. Sorry, we don't. We have 1 Umbra, one other Rancor here. Not 2 Rancors in hand, but either way, the game should be over. Oh, yeah, with Ethereal Armor, it's definitely over. Alright, that'll do it. 11-9, huh? And you have 5 toughness. That's not enough, buddy. Now my guy has 14 power, and you have 5 toughness. Alright, match 1 against Black-White Eldrazi taxes down. These natural states are probably good. I don't know how I feel about the ley lines. They're either great or terrible depending on his list. Probably not great though. Spirit Dancer, we can probably cut 1. We do have to worry about Blessed Alliance. Maybe I'll cut the other Spirit Dancer as well. Spellscape probably doesn't matter. I kind of like it, but I think it probably just doesn't matter that much. Meanwhile, we can also cut Spider Umbra here. I think this is good. Thought Knot is the big one to care about with Leyline of Sanctity and maybe Tidehole or Scholar. I just don't know what I could cut like the Spider Umbras. Maybe I could cut a natural state too. I guess. I'm really worried about diluting. I feel like we can just beat him down, so I don't want to dilute the deck too much here. But I'll give this a shot. Cut the Umbras. Cut the other Spirit Dancer. Yeah, we'll try this. I mean, we don't get Thought Knotted this way. I think Thought Knot isn't great against us, outside of just being a generically good card. But if he has a fast Thought Knot, it can take away our Daybreak Coronet or something, which is important for us. Okay, well, I guess this would be fine if it had a Boggle, which it does not. So that's unfortunate. So tempting to keep it, though, because it just needs to draw 1. But I don't think we can do it. Or can we keep this one? Okay, well, there's no Boggles here. There's a Boggle. We got to keep this one. Our opponent mulled to 6. We keep a land on top. Perfect. I don't actually know how. I'm not a Boggles expert by any means. I don't know what percentage of the time it's correct to keep a hand with the Boggles. I think it's probably in matchups where your opponent is like on a dredge deck or something, and you have you know, the rest in peace sort of thing, right? But I think just in a generic creature-based matchup like this, we just sort of have to play out our cards. So we need a curve, you know. Having less cards doesn't necessarily matter if we get to put the right 3 enchantments on our creature. So next turn we can Rancor it. Oh, wow. Well, there's the Scholar. I guess he probably takes the Spirit Mantle here, because that's definitely the best card against him. If we draw land, I might Rancor and attack? Probably not. Well, our deck's going to have to be good to us. That's for sure. We might be able to win this one, but we are going to need to draw pretty well to do it. Oh, wow, I took the Rancor. Interesting, okay. Because we don't have land, I suppose. I just draw Rancor anyways. The issue is I don't want to attack into that. I don't want to just trade off a Boggle for a Scholar and get back a Rancor. At least not yet. Not when we can just draw land and play Spirit Mantle and be good to go. Now, if he were to, say, play another one and take the, well, then he'd probably just take the Rancor again. But then we have a lot of live draws to just play Spirit Mantle. Yep, okay. Scholar number 2. Well, the Leylines were a good idea. Okay, Rancor number 2 down, I guess. Alright, well, if we draw a land, I feel pretty good. He's only down. He's only got 2 cards left. Okay, Cartouche of Solidarity, also pretty good. I kind of think we don't attack. That's really weird for Bogles deck, right? But this guy's just stonewalls his attacks right now. And it's not like, you know, if the longer the game goes, the better off we probably are, given how few ways he actually has to interact with our creatures. So, you know, trying to race him here, and one, we're only trading 2 points for 4 points, unless we were to double block or something, but I wouldn't do that. So I think that just playing defense here is pretty good. It's kind of weird because we actually lose to a lot of like random spells he could be playing. Like he could be playing Zealous Persecution, which I would not be so. Oh my gosh, it means he's probably got it too. Well, I committed to this line. I believe Blessed Alliance. I'm going to check real quick. It's just attacking, not blocking. So, alright, whatever. I committed to this line. If he has Zealous Persecution to blow us out in combat, we get blown out in combat. That's magic. He's just going to Flicker Wisp his own guy here. Oh, it's permanent. He can Flicker Wisp our Cartouche. Oh, that's unfortunate. Then again, he gets it out of his hand. We get to put it on our other Boggle at the end of the turn. We get another 1/1, which is also not irrelevant. Nice draw. Okay, well, the game plan holds. The Flicker Wisp was very good against us, but now we actually have 2 warriors to block the Tidal Lure Scholar, which is actually really sweet. Cartouche Solidarity is just doing work in this deck. In his upkeep, I'm going to path the Flicker Wisp. That thing will kill us. I could, you know, path a Scholar, get a Rancor back or whatever, but I just don't think that's worth it. We just end up dying to the 3/1 while we can't even, you know, while we're still struggling to attack through the 2/2s and whittle him down, you know, 4 life points at a time when he's at 19. He's got a lot of blank draws off the top of his deck, and now he doesn't even have good attacks. Yeah, okay. And we draw our land. Great. I guess I put this here and start attacking. I guess this is where the playing around Blessed Alliance comes in. He had nothing. We also get blown out there by a Flicker Wisp coming in or something, so... I'd like to play around Blessed Alliance as much as possible. The problem is it's so hard to do without another. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this on a warrior. A warrior has vigilance, which is actually kind of nice. Alright, we get in here. It's a 2-1, 2-2 first strike vigilance guy. He also has totem armor. So even if he double blocked, we would kill a Scholar, get back a Rancor. We still get blown out by some stuff here like Flicker Wisp, but this Cartouche Solidarity is just doing so much work right now. It has been absolutely great for us, as a matter of fact. The impact the 1-1 tokens are having on this game is great. This is like our mold of 4, too. All right, so this is a tough decision for him here. He has a lot of different stuff he can do, depending his 2 cards in hand, art, land, or whatever. Like disenchant our Hyena Umbra. Okay, that's fine. He gets to eat our warrior now. We got the card out of his hand. That attack loses to disenchant, but we lose the game to Blessed Alliance, so I feel fine about that line. Daybreak Coronet wins the game for us, I think. In the meantime, I think we're back to playing defense, though. Oh, that's actually pretty annoying. Okay, well, we're going to get Thought Knotted. Luckily, there's nothing for it to take. We're in real trouble, though. He has no cards in hand, so we no longer have to worry about playing around a Blessed Alliance he had. We just have to worry about his board. Rancor, pretty good. Oh no, the Thaw, yeah. Yeah, I guess there was not necessarily a reason to pop it there because we weren't going to be able to cast whatever we drew, so now we just open ourselves up to getting Thought Knotted again. So it's a small misplay there. Doesn't look like we're going to get punished for it, at least. Oh wow, I didn't want to attack. Okay. Ooh. Psst. I'm surprised he didn't attack with Thought Knot there. We could natural state one of the Scholars at the end of his turn. Get back a Rancor. I think just plain Rancor is better, though. This keeps him, again, we still don't have attacks based on his board, but we're both top decking. Almost every draw on our deck is live, whereas he has, Ether Vials that aren't great or whatever. He has no attacks now. We can't do anything, but we get a natural state Tideholder Scholar at the end of the turn. If that's even what we want to do. Also, even if you just look at lands, our deck doesn't play a lot of lands, but 3 of them right now are Horizon Canopy. Whereas our opponent does not have lands that have sweet abilities. Alright, so I guess it's worth killing the Tideholder Scholar here just to make our guy bigger. Still don't have an attack, though, right? I could attack for 7. No, certainly don't have an attack until it's at least 2 hits, maybe. This warrior does nice chump blocking duty, but even if we were to chump and say take 6 and go to 3, we still don't kill him on the crackback, so it doesn't seem very good. Sure, it's another Leonin Arbiter. Well, that makes cracking this Windswept Teeth pretty rough. Alright, now he's only got 1 card in hand. I feel pretty comfortable, I think, just throwing this there, making it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6/6 first striker with vigilance. Still don't want to attack with this because this is still the best defense we have since he can interact with his warrior. The warrior has vigilance, so. Alright, looks like his card hand is a blank. So he's got basically one card we need to be concerned about. We can maybe attack next turn with both. Maybe not. Well, that's pretty terrible for us. Okay, well now things are getting pretty dire. He gets to kill our warrior for free. Man, if we were just able to fade the Displacer for one more turn there. He gets to Thought Knot us, our draw step. Finally drew it too. Ooh! Ooh, what? He didn't Thought Knot our draw step. He wanted to Thought Knot our warrior in combat. What a punish! We did it! Oh my gosh, we have lethal! Oh man! Oh, I thought he was gonna like blink our warrior out on his turn. Instead he didn't. And then I thought he would Thought Knot me, and I thought, well, okay, great. You know, that's pretty rough to get through here. I guess we're not dead or whatever, but oh man, we could hit like running cards or removal or whatever to get the Thought Knot at that point, but we just got him. This guy is protection from creatures. You're dead, man. Wow. What a crazy game. How good was Cartouche of Solidarity in that match? Jeez. These warriors were so important to the thing, and they have vigilance too, which is just sort of thrown in unnecessarily. But man, it really matters when you turn it into a 6/6. We got that free 6 damage in last turn with it to put him down to 10, which made that Daybreak Coronet draw lethal. That was really incredible. Cartouche of Solidarity pulled its weight right there. Nice match. Thanks for watching, everybody.